Good afternoon, everyone. We will be your reporter for today. I am May Angeli Isablon, together with my teammates Christian Leandro Discipulo and Myra Alpha Muguliman, and we will be reporting the effects of noise pollution on health, especially mental health. To proceed with, here are the agenda or the topic covered by our presentation. First is the introduction, the definition of effects and pollution. Second is the causes of noise pollution. Third is the effects of noise pollution into humans sa physical health and mental health. And lastly is the videos related to the topic. Exposure to noise constitutes a health risk. Noise pollution is the spread of unwanted sounds into the environment. Noise is almost always around us, whether natural, such as bird song, or from human activity, such as vehicles in the traffic. However, noise build-up can have a significant impact on the well-being of humans and animals. Compared to other types of pollution, people often overlook noise pollution as a health hazard. A 2018 overview notes it as an underreported factor. However, many people are experiencing a rise in noise pollution due to an increase in human activity. To proceed with, let me define first the meaning of effects and pollution. What is effects? It is a change which is a result or consequence of an action or other cause. What is pollution? It is the introduction of harmful material into the environment. Before we proceed to our main topic, which is the effects of noise pollution on human health, especially mental health, let me introduce first the causes that constitutes noise pollution. So the causes of noise pollution is divided into two. We have here the indoor sources and the outdoor sources. For the indoor sources, we have here the examples, namely mixer, vacuum cleaner, music system, and etc. And for the outdoor sources, we have here the cars and motorcycles, industrial activities like construction site activities, and social events like disco and parties. Effects of noise pollution on health, especially mental health, will be reported by Ms. Myra Alpha Maguliman and Mr. Christian Leandro Discipulo. Today's generation is addicted to loud noises but is seldom aware of the noise health effects. The jarring noises of machines, loud horns, and high-pitched music may sound normal to us. If observed closely, these noise health effects are rooted in our lifestyle. Of these noises produced, we have control over some factors, while the others remain uncontrollable. As per the medical experts, an average audibility of a person ranges from 60 to 120 dB. Again, if observed precisely, there might be various reasons for the mental issues due to the noises.
Sleep disturbance. When noise level increases up to 45 dB, it affects the people's healthy sleeping life. Sleep disturbance is a serious issue for a healthy and well-being person. It should be taken into consideration to live a normal life. Sleep disturbance is serious enough. It may affect normal, physical, social, and emotional functioning. Due to the sleep disturbance, many health-related problems affect human life, such as loss of focus, weak immune system, hypertension, and many other problems also arises from a sleep disorder. Vascular disturbances. According to the World Health Organization, there is a small link between noise pollution and high blood pressure. According to a report, noise levels above 50 dB at night could increase the risk of myocardial infarction. Cardiovascular diseases or CVD are the major cause of mortality globally as well as in India. Productivity loss and communication difficulties. It is stated that this higher cognitive load puts more stress on our gray matter while we perform other tasks, because you are distracted and no one can communicate peacefully if the surroundings is very noisy. Child development. Noise pollution can be a serious threat to a child's physical and psychological development. This reflects child behavior. Impaired cognition and learning weakness is the most common and disturbing effect of noise pollution in children. Noise pollution affects child behavior. Studies shows that at their crucial learning time, continuous exposure of noise in their ears, it becomes an obstacle in the ability of understanding, communicating, and problem-solving skills. According to the World Health Organization, noise beyond a point can interfere with speech and languages. Hearing problems. Exposure to a noise can damage the most important organ like ears. Hearing loss can be a temporary or permanent because of noise pollution. When the sound level increases more than 70 dB, then it becomes noise. When the ears are exposed to very loud noise.
Mental health, depression. One of the problems caused by noise pollution is depression. This condition is mainly found in people who are accustomed to working in a loud atmosphere. Again, this depression may shoot up in the form of anxiety as well. Similarly, they may be recurrently facing an increasing emotional stress that is uncontrolled. Then, in some rare cases, it is said to produce noise health effects such as a sudden adrenaline rush. Depression is always continuous and is one of the dreadful chronic health diseases. So ang kaning sa depression man gud usahay ma-depress lang gyud tag kalit sa mga panghitabo, no, like kanang mawad-an tagana sa atong mga buhatonon ba tungod kay nalos atong interest or pleasure sa activities nga atong kalipay. Next. Stress. Stress is another cause of noise pollution. The sound pollution stimulates the body's stress reaction. One of its crucial health effects is chronic stress and the increasingly high levels of stress hormones. As a result, noise pollution causes several health problems as well, like heart disease, high blood pressure, and stroke. Noisy neighbors make human beings live depressing in this affects their fitness to a splendid quantity. So normal lang nang gitpod na nga ma-stress ta kanang drain na kay atong utok ug hago na kay atong lawas. It's because our body man gud kay responds to anything that requires attention or action. Mao nang laban nang kita permi ani sa mga pagsulay nga atong ma-encounter sa atong daily life. That's it. Next. Dementia. Dementia describes a decline in mental ability serious enough to interfere with your daily life. Memory loss is a very common example of dementia. Alzheimer's is the most common type of dementia. People who live within 50 meters or having a noisy environment can increase the risk of dementia. In India, more than 4 million people and worldwide approx 44 million people are living with dementia. Kaning sa dementia po, guys, no, kay dili ni siya basta-basta nga disorder. Naalang gyud yung mga uban tao nga nakaranas og mga inani. It's because daghan naguro sila mga gipang hunahuna ba, and then mo to naglibog na sila if ahaba ilang unahon ani nga situation ay gaka-distract na po sila sa mga tao nga nasa ilang palibot, no. Lastly, mood swing. So the worst scenario of the noise health effects are mood swings. These mood swings might be momentarily cause again they might result in deviating thought processes, or an inability to concentrate on activities. However, there is nothing much that can be done to take control over the mood swings normally. Not to mention that stress in extreme may cause further mental imbalances. As a matter of fact, the best remedy is to stay silent. So sa tanan nga akong na-explain earlier, no, regarding sa mental health, kay ang mood swing ra gyud ang pinaka-extreme og cause sa further mental imbalances, kay ma-recognize dayon nimo ang tao kung unsa ba gyud siya, like kanang gamay nga bikil masuko din ba or magilom-ilom dayon daw mulakaw. That's all, thank you.
Conclusion: noise pollution is an invisible danger and the excessive sound that causes such health risks. Noise can be a source of pollution if it beats the maximum decibels, which is 60 to 120 dB, and can produce physical and mental effects of noise pollution, which can change or affects our body from a loud sound or music in the surroundings. It may lead to sleep disturbance, cardiovascular disturbances, productivity loss and communication difficulties, child development, hearing problems, depression, stress, dementia, mood swing, and etc. There are ways to prevent or minimize the effects, especially if we care not just for ourselves but also for others. So to be in a noise pollution-free environment, avoid causes for noise pollution so that effects would not occur. For our group collective realization, noise is not just annoying, it is dangerous to our health. Actually, we don't know at all that there is an existing noise pollution. But then, thanks to this subject, we have been given the opportunity to study and learn about it. As we are making this paper about noise pollution, we realized that too much exposure to loud noise is a big risk to our health. We all know, as stated in our introduction, that noise is almost always around us. Maybe we see sound or noise as harmless because it seems natural as it is everywhere on our daily basis, but then in reality, it has a distinct impact on human health, especially on mental and physical health. We always need to remember that every action we do has consequences at the end, so always be careful. Also, we always need to consider everyone who is around us, especially if our houses or event places are near to many houses, because maybe we are enjoying but we don't know that others are suffering from our loud music or loud voices as we laugh or shout. If you care for yourself, you need to care for others too. We remember one quote from Anti-Noise Crusader PH Group, which states that unlike other major cardiovascular risk factors, noise pollution cannot be treated by doctors and patients, but rather by politicians. Which we believe so. Because if there are laws that is directly governing this issue and has a distinct consequence or punishment, we surely believe that this can be addressed where no effects to human health is possible. Maybe before there was no law addressing noise pollution, but in this present time, there are some that are slowly established, so politicians must give time to take a deep look at what is good for this issue. Let us all support laws and be one to make a change and stop noise pollution, as we want to protect ourselves, to protect our nature, and to save lives. Stop noise pollution.